northwest edges of the island are showing a lot of black tusk activity.
Weather. Because
I'm seeing black
in
tusk elements
Days
and
Gone,
vehicles around the
the
perimeter,
freakers,
with sentries outside the
they
main
get
entrance.
stronger in the winter time. That's why when you said weather, I was just automatically thinking about Days Gone. Oh man, that sucks. Did you buy Far Cry 5 recently? Oh.
Agent, I got specializations available if you want to check them out. It's a big building, so be prepared to secure both concourses. Once you clear the exterior, do a thorough pass on the first concourse.
It was like Far Cry New Dawn had a good ending. I just didn't like that bitch trying to take my credit. That's it. Like the game was great, the ending was great. Some bitch trying to take credit for something. Well, I'm pro man. I think men get the job done better. So women can. We're all guys here. I never beat Blood Dragon, but from what I played of Blood Dragon, that game is amazing. I like the 80s cheesiness and the whole...
He's bringing up Black Tusk as you find them.
Well, because Far Cry 5 had the Blood Dragon pistol. No, that's New Dawn. Sorry.
Our haunt.
Take him out, Agent.
I think all those games start. So. I'm just fucking with you, John. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just fucking with you. Like, I can't really say anything because I haven't really played any of the games. And from what you show me today, that's the only thing I have on it. So I got no negativity to say about the game because I haven't played any of them to the point where I can have it. I mean, if you love a game, don't be ashamed of it. Hey, Earth Defense Force is cool because you fight giant foes. A little Mortal Kombat 11.
Electronic device detected.
Probably a computer. Check to see if there's anything useful on there.
Download complete.
According to this report, Black Tusk was covertly supplying the hyenas
I
with
think
tech and weapons for months, just to keep the city at a constant boil. But they aren't just stealing hyena supplies, they're taking back their property. Can't believe the Black Tusk was supplying the hyenas this whole time.
I'm just waiting for the new school to get on. They said it's 30 hours long, 6
Serious
hours of
trauma detected.
cutscene.
Agent out of action.
So it shouldn't be too hard to beat. Except I'm worried about the hordes of freakers. Because if they not a zombie game, fighting living things, creatures, I'm pretty excited to play it. I just gotta wait until April 26th. Going gold and game's ready to play. It's gonna be around the day they quit. Dude, I'll be so mad if I didn't get the crash. Gotta talk to Hellboy, Bobby. Division 2, I need it. I need my fix, man.
Hellboy definitely should have got you Division 2 instead. Hell no. He hasn't even made it to the end yet, man. You crazy as hell, bro. Hellboy got too drunk to continue to play Division 2. That's what happened. Trust me when I tell you, Chuck, I'm not lying to you, dude. Like, no bullshit. Motherfuckers will still be on Division. This is like the new Destiny, dude. Motherfuckers gonna be on Division months from now. Months from now, dog. Not just them. I think they reached a new audience, man. I think like a lot of people who don't usually play these type of games are fucking with the Division, man. I know, cause like guys at my job who never played the Division, they never played. I mean, they didn't play Division 1, they didn't play Destiny, they didn't play none of that type of shit, dude. For some reason, they're into Division 2. They're learning about it. They're learning how the shit works. People are like, oh fuck, man, I'm in World Tier 1, and this coming from people that, dude, usually you tell them some shit about stats, RPG type shit, they'd be like, come on, man, quit playing. I don't play that. I don't play that shit. They're on this shit. They did this shit super smart too, man. I gotta give Ubisoft fucking credit. They released the first 4 tiers of the world, but they didn't release World Tier 5. And like some people are kind of pissed about it because, you know, they're kind of stuck in World Tier 4, they can't go to 5. But they did that because they didn't want everybody to get so far fucking ahead of everybody that it's this big ass gap. So basically, like, even like my nephew just bought the game last night. Like, he can make it to World Tier 4 and not have to worry about not being in the same world tier as like Malak and Dante and Hellboy, because eventually Hellboy will be there, Thug will be there, everybody will be there. They locked that shit off. Probably for like 3 weeks, a month maybe, who knows. But it's locked for a while, which was fucking brilliant of them. That was super genius. Because now it gives everybody the reason not to rush through the game. That's why Hellboy's not even level 30 yet, dude. He ain't even fucking 30. J-Bo's not even 30 yet. Nobody really, man, honestly. It takes 40 hours, dude, just to make it to level 30 and beat the game. Like, literally, I screenshotted when I beat the game. I had like 40 hours, some change on it. My boy Smokey beat the game. I met him playing this. He beat it at 39 hours and made it to level 30. Right now, man, I'm like 60 hours. So just imagine, like, Hellboy, dude, Hellboy's probably like at 30 hours right now. He's just, you know, Hellboy takes his time, so he'll probably beat the game at like maybe 40 hours or something. 50 hours or something.
That's a lot of content.
Dude, it's a shit ton, dude. And that's just the beginning, dude. Like I said, man, it blew me away that once you beat the game, dude, no other game has done this shit. Where, like, once you beat the game, the missions that you played before, they are totally different. And they have, like, new enemies. You're not going up against the same enemies anymore. And, like, how the shit you did in the objectives in the mission has changed. So the actual map is the same. Like, if you're playing a mission and you played it on that map, essentially that's the same. But everything else about the mission is, like, totally fucking different in the next world tier. And then Malak said they changed in every world tier. I haven't made it that far. Him and Dante are pretty high up. But they said it changed every world tier. You get new enemies and new missions and shit. So, dude, it's fucking crazy, dude. It's Ubisoft, man. You played Assassin's Creed before. Look at your map. I mean, that's not even including all that shit that's on the map. Dude, they have like so much, like, dude, they got like control points where you can go, like, on the map there's a control point, you take it over, you defend it, a boss comes, then once you defend it, like, you get access to like the control room where you get like weapons and shit, armors and shit. It's real cool. Then they have like all these Ubisoft little dumbass activities. To me, they're dumb. You know what I mean? I don't really do them that much, to tell you the truth. But for some people, they're fun as fuck. And like propaganda speakers and shit. You gotta tune off the broadcast, dumb shit like that, man. I don't know. Some people get into that shit. I don't really, to be honest. I don't really like none of them, to tell you the truth. But it seems like that's what the fuck everybody wants to do is activities.
Activity in the mall, but I can't tell what they're up to.
With crap that I don't like personally, but a lot of people have liked it. Even reviewers, they love the activities. Like me, I'm more of a mission dude. Like I'm one of them rare people, man. Like I could do missions over and over and over again. I don't get bored because I try to learn better ways to get through the mission faster and shit like that. That's usually how I get my loot. Like you can get your loot different ways. You could do activities, you could do the missions to get loot, you could do the dark zone to get loot. I haven't even really been in the dark zone to tell you the truth. That's a whole nother aspect of the fucking game that a lot of people play a lot. Dude, it's just stupid, dude. It's just retarded how much
Satellite uplink detected.
shit they put in here, and they put that much content in here for that reason. Like some people don't like to do this, some people don't like to do that, some people don't like the dark zone. I get it. Just the same way I don't really like activities. Some people don't like to replay missions, but they'd rather do different activities. So it was just smart for them to include all that shit. So like there's zero for people to complain about. Like what the fuck are you gonna complain about? There's literally nothing you can complain about. Like, the loot system's better than any other game, including Diablo. The fucking shooting is phenomenal. The fucking enemies are phenomenal. The statistics beat every other fucking game like this that ever came out. There's no other game that can match the statistics. The sheer amount of content you get beats every other game like this that ever came out. Like, what the fuck else can you do? It even beats third-person shooters at third-person shooting. That's what's sad, dude. It beats games that are just built on third-person shooting, dog, and it beats them in shooting. That's what's, like, really sad, dude. The shooting kills Uncharted shooting. Any other third-person you can think of, Tomb Raider, Just Cause, anything you can think of is where you can see your fucking guy, it beats it, unless it's Gears of War. That's the only game that shooting is better, honestly. But that game's built for that. I don't expect them to beat that. Honestly, I don't expect any game in the next 10 years to have better shooting than Gears of War in third person. Hell, that game came out in, what, 06? It's been 13 years and nobody can beat that. I don't think anybody ever will, to tell you the truth. But besides that game, nobody else is fucking just with the shooting, dude. Nobody's fucking with the shooting at all, dude. It's ridiculous, man. Destiny's dead, dude. Destiny's dead, fucking Anthem's dead, dude. Like, Destiny better really bring it for, Destiny 3, dude. But Anthem's fucking dead, dude. I thought Anthem, to be honest, man, I didn't think Division would come out this strong. I always knew it'd be good. I always told you guys I was buying it. But to be honest, I always thought, even though Anthem was still kind of like broken, it really ain't that great, but it still was a fun game. So like my whole thought was, you know, whenever Division don't have too much to do, I'll just play Anthem. But Division just fucked them all up, dude. They really gave people who have this, it basically was the green light. Go trade your shit in. Fuck it. We're not going back to Anthem. When guys like Malak and Hellboy tell you they're not going back to Anthem, dog, something's wrong. Now, if I tell you that, it's different because, yeah, you know, I'm just a guy like that. I do that type of shit. But those guys, dude, they were just playing Anthem the day before Division came out. You know what I mean? I stopped playing Anthem about a week ago. I was on Devil May Cry. Literally, these motherfuckers was on Anthem the night before the Division came out. They ain't going back to Anthem.
I'll be right back.
They were able to look past a lot of the flaws that I wasn't. Ubisoft, they went big, man. Honestly, man. Because even like the last Division, it wasn't. It was good. It was always good, but it wasn't great. You know what I mean? Like, it was never nothing where I was like, the game was like great, but it was always real fun to play. Sort of like how Anthem is now. That's how the first edition was when it launched. It was an okay 7 type game. But it was fun. Well, they built off that shit, dude. I think they will, dude. Hey, for one reason, man. This is the one reason I think that they're fucked, and it's because all fucking Division's DLC is free. That was the only way I could see Anthem coming back because their DLC was free. So it was like, okay, maybe people that don't have that much money, they'll still fuck with Anthem because they can still play Anthem shit for free. And Division, you're gonna have to buy it. But when Division announced, no, fuck that, our shit's free too. I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know at that point. Especially if Ubisoft does like some fuckery shit and like starts launching their DLC around the same time Anthem's dropping theirs. Like some fuckery shit like that. Oh my god. It'd be sad. Yeah. I could see them trying some shit like that, dude. And maybe that's why they're withholding the tier 5 because Anthem's supposedly big expansion comes out next month. And Ubisoft said maybe 3 or 4 weeks, so if they do that, everybody's gonna be like, shit, tier 5 is available. But Anthem has new strongholds. Nobody's gonna play Anthem. All around, man. Division's built for like it's built for more like Call of Duty type players. You know what I mean? Where like Anthem's built for like people who wanna don't get me wrong, dude, like I hardly have any friends who will play both. You hardly ever find people who play both Destiny and the Division. It just doesn't work. But you do find that sometimes. There's some people who's into that sci-fi shit, then there's some people who just are into like realistic military shooter type shit.
The uplink has been disconnected. Good work. I'll get our tech guys to try and analyze the data they were pushing, but it looks heavily encrypted. For now, just keep moving.
Hey, this is Lane. I think we got everything of value from the warehouse. The hyenas kept some weird shit here.
Roger that. The division is nearly at the garage.
Yeah,
Don't let me down.
true that.
Weapon street! Weapon street!
I was telling Hellboy the other day, man, and the game I'm about to tell you about it probably was a shitty game to most people. But for some reason, man, me and Hellboy had like the most fucking fun we've ever had in a video game playing this game. I'll never forget, dude. It was on Xbox 360. I'll never forget the day, dude. I know everything that happened. We went to Blockbuster. Blockbuster had this buy two, get one free sale. And we both wanted Bioshock, dude, at the time. Bioshock 2 it might have been. We're like, yeah, dude, they got it, dude. So we got, the Hellboy bought that, I bought that. And then we bought another big game, though, but it was like a big game, dude. And it was like, we need to get something for free. We couldn't figure out what the fuck we wanted for free, neither one of us. And we ended up getting a game called Army of Two 40th Day. And we were like, let's just get this shit. If it sucks, fuck it, it's free, man. We're like, man, but the first game sucked. It was like the reviews were bad on the first one. We're like, fuck it, dude, it's co-op, we'll play it together. Dude, when I tell you that was the funnest fucking game and the funnest fucking time I've ever had in co-op. Ever, dude. It was, dude, with Hellboy. And the only thing that sucked about that game was that it wasn't that long, man. It was probably like 12 hours or something, dude. But we had like our guns blinged out, and we were working together. We were like aggroing with each other and shit, and flanking the enemies and shit. You had to learn how to flank and shit. It was like the first time for a game to teach you those type of things besides like Gears of War at the time. And it was cool, man, putting attachments on your weapons and shit. And it's just like, but when it was over, it was over. And like we replayed the game one time, and that was kind of it, because you only could do like the same shit too so much. And it's almost like, man, like the Division, like I was telling Hellboy, it's like the Division is the Army of Two, but like better now, with like actually a good developer, and it never fucking ends. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about 10 hours and it's over. You can keep playing with your friends forever. It's like really fucking cool, man.
Well, what I will say, I played Army of Two the 40th day on PlayStation 3. I didn't beat it, but man, it was a good game.
That was a good fucking game, dude. Like, I don't know about the first one. I can't speak on the first one. I never played the first one. Or the third one, because I heard the third one sucked too, but we never played it.
I heard the third one was bad, but the first game I played it was
the 40th day though, man, that was a good game, dude. And I don't even know if it reviewed good, but it was just good to us at the time. But this is what ended up happening, man. We ended up playing that game so much, we didn't even play the BioShock game or the other game. We ended up trading those back in. Because we just...
You're not really a fan of BioShock.
We just love fucking Army of Two, dude. It was just like, I don't know, it was cool, man. So then there's like this point in the game, you get to in the game, right? And you never played Division 1, like, towards the end, but there's these things called hunters. They're like... It's kind of hard to explain. They're like disavowed agents. They're like agents, but they're stronger than the agents in the game. And they wear these fucking masks, dude. And they all have like different masks. And they're like dope as shit, dude. But they're level 35 and you're level 30. So basically you killing them is damn near impossible. But if you can kill them, then you take their fucking mask. And there's 12 of them. And then it's really like Army of Two then, man. You got the fucking mask on, dog. I messaged Hellboy with a picture. I told him I got my fucking mask. I'm waiting on you to get yours. I took that fucking hunter out, dude. Oh, well, you know we're always bad, man. Of course, man.
You know what sucks? I can't remember if I beat 40 day Army of Two.
Yeah, we did not shoot each other. We are homies.
You know what? I want me a new Splinter Cell game.
Whoa!
Agent down.
I wish that PlayStation Now had Army of Two 40 day. That way I could be for sure that I beat it. 'Cause I can't remember if I beat it or not. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, just make it like it is. Splinter Cell Conviction was the best Splinter Cell game ever. Blacklist
that
was
was
cool.
Splinter Cell Phantom Pain.
I didn't beat Blacklist because I suck.
Dude,
but
Splinter
it's
Cell
fun.
Conviction wasn't even a Splinter Cell game. That's why I actually liked it.
See, I'm the same with you, Dro. Like I didn't
Right,
really
but
care
you're
for the
saying they need
Splinter
to make a
Cell.
new Splinter Cell game like they need to make a Splinter Cell game. No, maybe they just need to make another game like Conviction. Because fuck Splinter Cell, dude. That shit sucks. that concept is stupid, man. Yep.
I'm telling you, make a game like Splinter Cell Conviction, and then we'll be
But
fine.
but
Like,
the
I don't
truth
want to play
the truth of the matter is they could easily do both. They could have did it with Conviction, dude. Like all you really have to do is just make settings. That's it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all you have to do, dude. Like on this setting, if you get spotted, it's game over. You can't use that crazy shit. You can't do this. You can't do that. All that's fixed with fucking settings, man. Honestly.
You can
But
call
the
it
truth of the
random,
matter
but
is
you
nobody
just go in
nobody
there
fucking
guns
wants
blazing.
that, dude. There's no audience for that game, dude. Like a new Splinter Cell trailer could come out tomorrow, dude, and nobody would be talking about it. Honestly. There's like a select niche of people that want to, just like the Hitman series. It was different, like I said, like when those games were like going up against other games that were like not that great, dude. But nowadays, dude, that shit's not gonna fly, dude. Ain't nobody gonna buy that shit, dude. Dude, see how much fucking Hitman sells, dude. It's probably not much, dude. Honestly, nobody talks about no fucking Hitman. This is fucking garbage. Nobody wants to use disguises and do all that dumb shit, dude. That's just the truth, man. People more than ever, dude. People want action, man. People don't want that bullshit, bro.
I think Splinter Cell. I'm just saying, give me a Splinter Cell that plays like Conviction and I'll be happy. Hitman Absolution was a cool game. What they were doing was different from the original Hitman, where you could just go in there guns blazing.
Sounded like a hell of a fight.
Oh, I loved
Now,
it.
process
I didn't beat it,
elimination
but I loved
says
it.
that K is in the arena, which means heading through the old hyena drug lab.
That's the crazy part. How can you justify that? They do it so good, though. They do it so good. It's to be there and be there with your friends, man. More than anything else, man, like I love playing with my friends, man. I've always have. Hellboy he pisses me off, but I love playing with him, man. If Steve had a co-op game, I love playing co-op. Thug, I love playing with him, man. My nephew, J-Bo, goes on and on, man. I can play co-op with people all day long. To me, I have a funner time doing that, man, than I do secluded by myself playing a fucking single player game. Yeah, I do. Yeah, but like to be honest, like a lot of that has to do with your personality too. Cause like even me, even when I don't have people online, I meet people. Like I done met like 8 people on Division 2 that are in my clan. And I play with them. I probably play with this kid named Smokey more than anybody. I don't even fucking know him. And I played with he's in all my damn streams. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. I don't mind meeting new people and playing with them and making friends with them. We're both into the game. Show me shit I don't know. I'll show you some shit I don't know. That shit's always cool, man. Like I said, single player games they're really fun to me, man, but they're just kind of just secluded to yourself, which is good sometimes.
Well, Shock, you should get Far Cry New Dawn.
Usually too, like when the games you're playing, they're not long co-op games. They're just like a level or some shit you're playing with a dude or a couple levels. So it's different. Like when you play games like Destiny and the Division and shit like that, and you play with somebody, like you literally might be on with that person for hours and hours. You know what I mean? So it's a lot different than when you just jump in. If I just jumped in and played a couple levels with a dude, of course, I'm like, oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna invite you to the next match, and I don't. But it's different when you talk to somebody for 2 hours and shit, and your conversation goes far more than, hey, shoot over there on the left. You know, people are like, yeah, I'm from Georgia. Oh man, I'm from Georgia too, or I'm from Tennessee. Oh, you're right there. They start telling you what they're into. It's different. You actually meet people, Because these games are longer. They're built like that. They're built for people to meet each other, honestly. Right. That's some of it, man. But I mean, a lot of it too is personality, honestly. You know what I mean? Because like certain people are just drawn to certain people. You know what I mean? Certain people can make friends easily. Certain people just have a way of talking. Like even though like I said, Hellboy sometimes he does shit that pisses me off. Hellboy's good at meeting people. Always has been. You know what I mean? Like Hellboy meets motherfuckers all the time, no matter what he's playing, and he'll meet some new people because he's just that type of guy. He's talkative. He talks a lot. And okay, man. Okay, that's what you're doing. Yeah, join, man. Like he's just that type of dude. Where like Steve's not really that type of guy. You know what I mean? And it ain't saying it's bad for either person. It's just different personalities. Like if Steve goes into a game by himself, he probably won't even have his mic on. You know what I mean? If he goes into a game by himself, he's probably not even gonna have his mic on. First of all, and number two, if somebody says something to me, he's probably not gonna respond back. They're just like different type of guys. Like me, I'm more like Hellboy, man. When I joined, that's the first thing I did on Division. I was calling for help, Motherfucker come, I switched the game chat. Hey man, thanks for helping me, man. Then he might say, oh, it's cool, man. What level are you? Just start asking fucking questions. What's the weapons you got, man? Let me check out your weapons. I don't know, man. I just start talking to folks, man. I got a clan, man. You want to join the clan? Just shit like that. It's stupid, but it's just like,
Good work.
before you know it, it's just like, okay, man, we're gonna do this next mission. Fuck it. Then I might go down for like Michael Jackson type shit because I was just talking to this little kid forever. Hey, he's a little kid, dude. He's gotta be like fucking 14 or some shit. I don't know, 15. Man, but I stand by what I've always said though, man. These little kids are fucking good at this shit, dude. I'm sorry, dude. As much as I talk shit that I be beasting sometimes, dude. No, man. You get some of these little kids who aren't annoying, and you actually can stand them for a second. These motherfuckers are like gods on this shit, dude. When I tell you this little kid picked me up off the floor so that goddamn much playing this game, I'll be like, man, what the fuck are you on? Right, man. And then it's in their genes. His daddy probably played a lot of Contra and shit. He was born with that shit in his veins, dog. Little motherfuckers, beast as fuck, man. Tell him I said, fuck Contra. Tired of these motherfuckers putting out this bullshit.
Agent, I got specializations available if you want to check them out.
Everybody want to make a goddamn
Entering safe
motherfucking retro pack now, dude. I'm tired of that shit, dude.
An agent is no longer in your
I
group.
want you to go tell them motherfuckers straight up. I don't want no part of that shot.
Dollar bills, y'all.
just seems like everybody's doing that shit for real, bro.
Sites awash in hostiles. There's a major Black Tusk presence here. The site's awash in hostiles. There's a major Black Tusk presence here.
I ain't doing that shit no more, man. Mortal Kombat, man. Man, you know, I was seriously on the fence over here today thinking about Mortal Kombat. Like, I didn't know if I wanted to get Mortal Kombat. Only reason why I say that is because I know I'm going to have absolutely zero people to play that game with. That whole game's life is going to consist of me being on the internet playing randoms. Because Steve's not going to have it. Hellboy's probably not going to have it. Malak really don't like Mortal Kombat. And if they do get it, they're not going to play along. J-Bo's getting it, but J-Bo ain't fooling me, man. Street Fighters is where his heart's at, just like mine. We're going to be right back on Street Fighter like a motherfucker, man. But I talked to J-Bo before Anthem, and he said the same thing he said about Mortal Kombat. He said, "Fuck it, dude. We're just fucking we just fucking play Mortal Kombat till we're tired of it. We'll go back to Street Fighter." So I said, "Alright, fuck it, man. Fuck it, dog." Street Fighter's where it's at, man.
Dude, Street Fighter is the best fighting game ever made, man.
Dude, Street Fighter 5, dude, is the best fighting game ever fucking made, dude. I totally agree with you, dude. They can come out with Mortal Kombat 13, and I'm still telling you Street Fighter 5 is the best fucking fighting game ever made. The only time that will ever change is if there's a Street Fighter 6 one day. Okay? Fuck that shit, dude.
When PS5 comes out, Street Fighter 6 will come out.
I'm on it, dude. No bullshit, bro. Straight up, dude. Like, I'm gonna get it now that I talked to J-Bo. Just like I got Anthem. J-Bo was the only reason I got Anthem, honestly, because I was dead set on not getting it after playing it on Xbox. But, fuck it. I get it to fight J-Bo a little bit. Learn a couple moves, whoop a couple people. Fuck that shit.
You gotta use that Shao Kahn, bro.
Yeah, I'm going Shao Kahn all day long, dude. I'm telling you right now. He could be the most trashiest dude in the game, dude, and I'm rolling with him. Like, he can come out and he only has one special move. All the rest is just normals. I'm going with him, dog. Fuck it.
Agent, I got specializations available if you want to check them out.
Incoming backup request.
The north and northwest edges of the island are showing a lot of Black Tusk activity.
Invite to another.
Dude, I don't understand why Street Fighter 5 has to be so good, dude. Street Fighter 5 ruined it for me. Because before Street Fighter 5, dude, I would play Injustice. I would play Mortal Kombat. I would still play shit like Tekken. Me and Steve was playing Soul Calibur, the old shit, on Xbox One. We was playing like Soul Calibur 1 or some shit, dude. This is some old ass shit. What was it, Steve? It was 2.
It was Soul Calibur. Yeah, it was 2.
Damn, dude, we was playing some old ass shit, and I was having fun, dude. But like once I really started playing Street Fighter, I'm like, man, fuck that, fuck all them other games, dog. Fuck all them other games, man. Why? Why do developers even try? Street Fighter is to fighting games what Forza Horizon is to racing games. It's just like, why? You can put out some ones that are alright, but at the end of the day, I mean, everybody still knows Forza's the best. That's how I feel about Mortal Kombat, dude. Like, don't get me wrong, dude. Like, it's gonna come out. It's gonna be beast. It's a good new Mortal Kombat. Get hype. Yeah, I get it. But I mean, we all know it ain't, it ain't touching Street Fighter though. Just like a Need for Speed coming out, you know what I mean? Get alright. I mean, new Need for Speed, cool. It's pretty cool. Not Forza, but it's cool.
The entire island is crawling with Black Tusk. Their team's taking samples in the northwest. Your
You
best
know
bet
what's
is
the
to head
best
up the west
third-person
side and
shooter?
intercept
I would
them.
take
There'll
Gears
be
of
no
War.
hiding the gunfire. But with a bit of luck, you can get to the
That's
team
very
point you
true.
next.
The best.
An agent needs assistance.
And then they got cut off. Mother block.
I'm
No,
glad he forgot because he was
no.
about to say something really stupid.
The best third-person shooter.
Oh my God,
is
here we go.
Gears of War.
Oh, okay, he did. I thought he was gonna say some shit like Tomb Raider. I'm about to say, oh
No,
my God.
Gears of War. I'm gonna say it. Gears of War is the best third-person shooter game out there, in my opinion.
I agree with Steve wholeheartedly. The promise of a new Gears of War coming is the only reason I still own my Xbox One. That's true too.
That's pretty cool. I've never played Castlevania, so I don't know how that game is. I think I played a demo of Castlevania, but it was like a newer Castlevania. I could be wrong, honestly. I don't know. I could be wrong if I played a Castlevania. I'm not too sure.
Oh my God.
I have eyes on the team collecting samples. They don't look like they're in a
Have you
hurry.
guys heard about Battlefield
Good news
5
for
doing
us.
Firestorm?
Who knows what those assets are gonna do with the samples from the Roosevelt quarantine?
Battlefield 5.
That's
What?
what Battlefield 5 has a thing called Firestorm.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Battlefield 5 Firestorm is destruction blows the roof off Battle Royale. It's a Battle Royale. Motherfucker. Never mind. Don't be hyped about it. Fuck it. I hate Battle Royale games.
I thought that shit just gave me a fucking weapon. What the fuck is that about?
Oh, Dro.
What else?
You could just get Mortal Kombat 11 from story mode.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck the story mode, dude. Honestly, I wouldn't even play the
man.
story mode unless it unlocks somebody.
That's fun.
I'm sorry, man. I just never been one of them type of guys, dude. In Justice, you had to unlock Brainiac. And on Mortal Kombat, you had to unlock Shinnok. Yeah, I wouldn't ever have played that shit if you didn't have to, dude. That's how I know. Just like this one, I would not play it unless there's like some character you get. It's the only way I do it, dude. You see Tekken, you didn't unlock anybody from beating the story mode, so guess what? I never fucking touched the story mode. Fuck that shit, dude. I'm a weird gamer, man. Like, a lot of the shit people be throwing hissy fits about, I feel like it's so minute. You know what I mean? Like, people will complain about, like, the stupidest shit, dude. Like, and it don't even matter, dude. Like, the shit that don't matter about a game. People will cry about that. But then when it's, like, big shit, people don't say shit. You know what I mean? Like, story modes in a video game. Like, it's like a big thing now. Like, is it gonna have a story mode, though? And then the game is, like, complete trash. Like, Soul Calibur gave you all the fucking story you want in the world in a fighting game. And it's shit. Like, what does it matter that you got all this goddamn story if your game is shit? You know what I mean? Street Fighter didn't even launch with a fucking story, and it's the best fucking fighting game I've ever played in my life. I mean, literally. Didn't even have a fucking story when it came out. But that's why I said I'm a different type of guy. Like, I don't buy into the hype. Like, when people were complaining about Street Fighter and the shit that they were saying didn't matter to me, I knew I would still like the game. They're like, oh, it has no story and can't do arcade. In my head, I'm thinking, like, how much do I fucking play arcade anyways? Like, literally, dude, like, I have Street Fighter 5 and I've had it for a long time, and I can count on one hand how many times I fucking played arcade mode. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck does that, dude? Like, who does that? You know what I mean? I don't get it. And then they'll say, well, it's the casuals. But, like, why are the casuals playing a fucking fighting game anyways? Like, there's no point. Because you're not getting your money's worth if you're a casual. If you're playing a fighting game to play the story and play arcade mode, you just wasted your money, basically. That's how I look at it. Yeah, like, literally.
Because when you get a fighting game, you're supposed to go to training mode.
You're supposed to fight. That's what you're supposed to do. Whether that's against your friends or online or whatever, that's what that game's built for. It's not built for a goddamn story.
I'm the type of gamer that likes to play story. Like I think Street Fighter has a good game, but I do like story. I'm sorry, I need a story to get involved with these characters.
Yeah, that's what I understand. But then you say that, but then when Soul Calibur came out and it had like all this story, what did you do with the story?
I didn't really do anything.
Exactly. That's what I said. Like, people have this thing in their brain that tells them they're a certain way, but then when you look at their actions, it totally is not what the fuck they're saying. Like, people do that a lot. You're not the only person that does that. Like, a lot of people do that, dude. Like, they'll talk shit with their mouth, and they'll say, I'm this type of way, I'm this, but then their actions totally go against everything they're fucking saying. Like, how many times have you played Street Fighter story mode?
I played it once.
How many times have you played arcade mode on Street Fighter?
Damn, I don't remember.
It's been that many times?
I only played, I think I played arcade mode like once.
I rest my fucking case, Mr. Story. I rest my case, Mr. Story. That's what I'm saying.
No, cause like I played, I would play arcade mode and then I would stop.
But that's what I'm saying. If what you just, this is what you just said. That's what I'm saying. So you'll know exactly what you just said. For you, I gotta have the story because I gotta know about the characters. But if that was the case, you would have did arcade mode with every fucking character to get their story for that iteration of Street Fighter. If what you're saying is right, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because I only played the arcade mode like maybe like 5 times, but I only beat it like maybe once.
Exactly, dude.
So I guess you're right. I guess all I need is training mode and
Dude, but
online.
it's not just you, dude. I've met plenty of people that tell me shit like this. I'll ask people. There's people who tell me all the time, even people I play Call of Duty with. Man, Call of Duty gotta have a story, man. Like if it come out with a story, I don't even know if I would play it. But then I ask them like, what's the last Call of Duty story you beat? And they never did. And it's like, what? So why is it a no-go if it doesn't have a story? Because the internet tells you that? Because other people tell you that? Or is it because you really feel like that? Then you start really seeing that a lot of people don't think for themselves. They just let people think for them. Because, dude, if the story is that fucking important to you in a Call of Duty game, you telling me you didn't finish a Call of Duty game? This ain't no fucking 40-hour fucking RPG quest shit. You can beat this shit in 5 hours. And you ain't beat it, but a story is that damn important to you. And then even if it is that damn important to you, as a gamer, you would want the company to waste time and resources on something you're going to do for 5 hours as opposed to what you're going to do for goddamn days playing the game? Really?
Yeah. Because I don't think I ever beat that.
Really?
5.
You want them to put all the time and the effort for something that you're going to play one time for 5 fucking hours.
Yeah.
When they could be putting that towards the real game. That's why I said people are so fucking stupid sometimes, dude.
Yeah, because I don't even know if I even beat Dark Mode for 5. But the last campaign I beat in Call of Duty was World War II.
But dude, people will kill you about that shit. I'm telling you, man. Battlefield, all those games, they gotta have a story, man. And you go on all these people's trophies, and they never even beat the fucking stories.
Man,
it's like, but people are like crying about it, dude. They didn't stop making story modes in games because they felt like that was the thing to do. It's because the numbers reflected that. It's common sense. Despite what people cry about, despite what people go into internet rooms and type about, despite about people going on YouTube ranting and raving, nobody was playing these fucking stories that they're crying about, okay? Nobody was playing this shit, dude. That's the truth. Nobody was playing that shit, dude. Besides the customers they don't want. The guy that's going to play Call of Duty, play the story, and never play the game again. They don't want those guys anyways. Yep. But it's just weird. The whole thing is weird to me how people do that. People be mad about like little bitty shit in the game. It's like, dude, if we're talking about like some major shit in the game, dude, I'm with you. Dude. I'll argue and yell to the mountains with you. But people talk about stupid fucking shit on games, dude. On YouTube, I'd be like, dude, are these motherfuckers for real? And it don't even kill me that those people say it. It kills me that people repeat it. Like, like it's some valid shit, dude. I'd be like, dude, this shit's stupid as fuck, dude. Everything in games is like that. People cry about microtransactions, yet GTA rapes every kid in the goddamn world over and over again. Nobody says nothing.
They're pulling back. Looks like they've left some of their samples behind.
Sounds like a great opportunity to destroy those samples.
Nah, that's not what it is. It's because GTA Online was always going to be better than Red Dead Online, and it still is. And they're still selling shark cards, and they're still releasing shit for GTA Online. It doesn't matter. It's just Red Dead Online sucks balls, dude. That's all that is. If Red Dead Online came out was fucking goddamn beast, nobody would be crying about microtransactions. That shit's just trash.
Come to think of it, nobody really talks about Red Dead 2.
Red Dead 2 is again, man. Like I told you, Steve, when we talked that day on the phone, and we had a good conversation, man. I told you, man, I don't have nothing against single player games, honestly. And sometimes when they're done right, man, they're memorable experiences. Something like a film, you know what I mean? Something like a movie you would watch. It's really fucking good, dude. Gives you a good feeling when you beat a single player game. But the truth of the matter is, they just do not last, dude. No matter how
Yeah, that's
good they
like
are.
the
It don't matter how
one.
fucking good they are, dude. It don't matter how technically good they are. It don't good care. I don't care how good the story is. I don't care how memorable the characters are. You won't talk about it 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now.
I just remember. I think the one thing I really pulled away from our conversation, Joe, is you are the reviewer.
What?
It's
What the
you
fuck
who
are you
reviews.
talking about, man?
You said this. This is what you said to me, and I took it to heart.
Okay.
I really liked it. It was cool.
I don't know where he got that from, Shock, but it sounds cool. I'm running with
I
it.
got it from you, Joe.
I just said I'm the reviewer.
No, you were like, okay, well, I can't remember how word for word, but it was like pretty much the only person's opinion matters is yours.
Right, that's what I was telling you
That.
about Days
Looks like
Gone.
they've left
Like,
some of their samples
honestly, at the
behind.
end of the day, dude,
Sounds like
if
a
you
great
play that
opportunity
game
to destroy
and you
those
like it,
samples.
that's all. That is really all that fucking matters, dude. Like, oh yeah, I get what you're saying now. You are the reviewer. Like you, when I told you you are, like you are, I am, you are. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the truth, man.
I believe it full-heartedly, man. That's why I can't stand that bitch Far Cry New Dawn. Trying to think, come on, like, how you gonna, man, I can't stand that bitch.
They do. They literally do though. To at least compete, man. Because honestly, not just me, everybody started feeling like that, dude. Like, it's just not worth it at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Just keep it simple, man. Don't make it so damn difficult.
They're just not, man. Like in this day and age, it's gonna continue to be like that moving forward. Like you have to tailor your experiences to longevity. Like that's one of the reasons why Fortnite it came in and broke ground and was as successful as it was because people can play that game for days and days on end, and it doesn't even cost money. But yet you got a game like Red Dead that costs millions and millions and millions of money, and nobody wants to fucking play it. There's a problem in that, dude.
That's probably like Call of Duty was so insane this year.
I mean, I don't see how somebody don't see that there's a problem in that, dude. Like a big problem in that. Obviously, like people are not looking for what these developers are putting out there. I'm not the only one feeling like that, and I've been feeling like that for a long time. Like single player experiences sometimes usually aren't worth it. They just aren't. I mean, maybe to some people, and in some cases they are, but usually they're not. Oh no, dude, it definitely didn't lose money, dude. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it's not relevant. It's not talked about anymore. So in the grand scheme of things, money wise, they maybe made money, But honestly, I didn't make no money off it, so I never view it like that because I'm not making money off Rockstar. I'm not making money off how much the game sells. So like literally, I can give two shits about how the game sells. I got to look at it from a gamer's perspective. That's the only way I can look at it. I have no shares in Rockstar. I have no shares in anything they got going on. So bringing up their money is like irrelevant. As a gamer, I'm saying me, what I spend my money on, sometimes single player games just aren't worth it, dude. Just like Red Dead, honestly. Just wasn't. Not
Yeah,
all
Red
the
Dead
time,
wasn't
but
worth the money.
sometimes. But that's not the case with Red Dead because I mean, whether Red Dead's so good or bad, it was coming back anyways, dude. Honestly, it's Rockstar. They're not going anywhere, dude.
Unlike BioWare.
Right, exactly. Like we're talking about a game studio, yeah, like that's different. But when you're talking about, I mean, they're not going anywhere, dude. Like literally, no matter what they do, 'cause people just say, well, GTA is gonna be beast. And it's not like the survivability or the company is on the line with that. But that's why at the end of the day, I told you, Steve, like you are your own reviewer, though. At the end of the day, man, like just because I feel a certain way that I feel, don't mean that you have to feel that way or that way's right. Because I'm totally not saying that. I don't want you to get that. That just because I say, for me, single player games sometimes ain't worth it. That don't mean, dude, you don't have to feel like that. You know what I mean? Like
No,
everybody,
I love single player games.
you know what I mean? I mean,
Like
just
I'm
for
looking
me
forward.
personally, that's what I say. Because that's the only way I have to measure my money when I spend it is the amount of enjoyment I got back for that money. That's it. That's the only way I know how.
For me, I mean, I'm just looking forward to Days Gone, and if it sucks, it sucks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. No sweat.
Looks like the biohazard team is in full retreat. They're still coding samples with them.
Can't let them get those samples off site.
But not always though. Honestly, because there are games that to me have been worth the money, dude. Even better than multiplayer games, like games like The Witcher, games like Dark Souls. Like when you have games that are long and they provide you with new shit where they're not just spamming you with shit like Assassin's Creed does a lot and Far Cry. Even though I like those games, they tend to give you some of the same shit to do over and over again. Where like Witcher, Dark Souls and shit, those games don't. Like throughout the entire experience of those games, it's always new. It's always something new. So like the amount of time played in those games is real. So like I give those games credit. Skyrim, Fallout 3, not New Vegas, and damn sure not Fallout 4. But there are games that have come around that are single player games that I definitely say are worth $60. But then there's a lot of games too I buy, and I know they're not going to be worth $60, and I still buy them. But they're not worth $60, honestly, for the amount of content in the game. Yeah, money that I spend. Not like as far as them, I don't care. Like I said, I don't care if I buy a game and I like it. I don't care if it sells a million or 10 million. It doesn't matter to me. All that matters is the money I spent for the game. That's it. Did I spend $10 for it? Did I spend $60 for it? Like that. That's the only thing that I care about when it comes to the money. Honestly, I've never really looked at a game and cared if it was financially successful or not, unless it was in one of those situations, like I said, where if it's not financially successful, it's liable. They won't make another one. Yeah.
Its Black Tusk team is dug in tight.
I, and I see, like me, I don't think that's what happened. I just think we live in an age where, and I'm being dead ass serious. Like if Street Fighter Five would have launched 8 years ago, it wouldn't have been no issue at all. But we live in a day and age now where people tend to get their information online without actually like asking people who have the game or consulting their friends about it. People already form an opinion on a game based off what people are saying online. I don't do that, but I'm saying there's a lot of people who do that. So what they'll do is they'll see a video that says Street Fighter 5 launches with no campaign mode, and this dude's just ranting about it and how it's so shitty that they came out with a game with no story mode and all this, and they expect him to pay his money. And then these people start thinking like him. They're like, "Oh shit, dude, that's fucked up, dude. Fuck Street Fighter." So now you have more people who join this. Yeah, they join this bandwagon, and instead of playing the game or actually watching videos on how much the gameplay has improved and how good the game is, they get stuck on this one fucking thing because it's the talk. It's what people are talking about. People do this shit when it ain't video games. People love to bring up just what's the latest fucking bullshit. And it's just what it is in America right now. So when that happens, then you get the snowball effect, and that's what happened in Street Fighter 5. Because if anybody would have played the fucking game from the get go, they wouldn't have cared. A lot of people did. They bought the game and they didn't give a shit if there was a story mode in there or not. It's the people that didn't play the game that complain the most.
Got a chopper
The
inbound.
people that don't, the people that give the most shittiest reviews and opinions on YouTube are people that are not actually even playing the fucking game. Most of the people that you hear all the garbage from, they done heard this shit from another channel, and they're saying it because they heard it on another channel, but they don't even have the game. You know what I mean? That's the day and age we live in, dude. Honestly, that's the day and age we live in, dude. That's why that happened to Street Fighter. Because it wasn't that people. Yeah, it's people watching shit on YouTube, dude, and agreeing. Like people love to agree with other people, dude, instead of like formulating their own opinion on it. They'll rather just run with what somebody else says. But people don't use that. That's what I'm telling you. Like, like people say that, and I get that you're saying that. But what I'm telling you is most people, even the people that complain about it, don't do that. Because like, just think about it, man. Like the Mortal Kombat story mode. All of us have probably beaten it. Have you ever beaten it again after beating it the first time? And think about how much time and resources went into making the story mode the way it is versus how much use people actually got out of it. Now I agree with you. As a total package, yes, it's cool to have that story mode in Mortal Kombat. I'm glad they do that. But at the same time, if they told me right now today, we can make Mortal Kombat better than Street Fighter, and it would top Street Fighter at Evo, and it would become the best fighting game if we could take the story mode out, I say get rid of that fucking story mode right now. And don't ever put it back in there. Honestly. And until they can make that argument. Because Street Fighter's argument basically is we're putting everything we fucking have into the actual fighting in this fucking game to make the system flawless compared to other fighting games. Dude, I'm telling you, even the story mode they have in Street Fighter now doesn't hold a candle to Mortal Kombat story mode. It won't. Street Fighter will never have a fucking story mode as cool as Mortal Kombat or Injustice. Because they're not going to dedicate the time to that shit, dude. They're not going to do it. Why? Why do it? There's no point of it. When people are just going to play it one time and never touch it again. I don't see them doing it. Honestly. That's the one. Damn. That's the one thing I'm not pumped for Mortal Kombat, dude, is story. Fuck the story, dude. They. Mm-hmm. Exactly. It does. It really does when you look at it from that sense. And it is, dude. Like, no doubt about it, dude. Mortal Kombat's gonna sell like fucking crazy. More people play Mortal Kombat that don't know how to play Mortal Kombat than people that do. That's for sure. And you can see the skill level. That's why on Street Fighter, maybe I've won just as many as I've lost. You know, I'm probably like the same, equal. But on Mortal Kombat, I can go some stupid shit like 130 and 20. You know what I mean? Because that tells you that most of the people playing on Mortal, especially when the game first comes out, most of the people on Mortal Kombat, dude, do not know how to play fucking fighting games. They just love Mortal Kombat for who it is, the iconic characters and shit like that, dude. Dude, I know more people that are gonna probably play Mortal Kombat 11 than any other fighting game that's came out on PS4 because more people got PS4 now than ever, and they're gonna want a fighting game, and they're gonna play Mortal Kombat, dude. And that's a good thing. Like I said, it's a good thing if you're online and you're whooping them, but it's a bad thing when you actually look at the skill differential. Yep. But honestly, Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat is complex too, though. It's not easy compared to Street Fighter. It's just that Street Fighter requires you to do more. That's all. Or like Mortal Kombat, if you want some cool shit to happen, you just press a button for extra. You know what I mean? But when you get deep down into it, Mortal Kombat is pretty fucking complex too. It's just to get the cool shit to happen, it's easier on Mortal Kombat or Injustice.
Hostiles eliminated.
Looks like the Tusks have loaded the samples into containers for transport.
Stop them, whatever it takes.
But I'm definitely gonna get Mortal Kombat though. I'm gonna play it, man. Even though I'll never play with you guys, fuck it. Maybe Hellboy will. Barry Malak will get it, but Hellboy won't be on there long. He's gonna rage. Ball's in the bed. Yeah, which reminds me, I have to pre-order.
Don't
Yeah.
touch a
I love
goddamn
Mortal
thing off that
Kombat,
island.
but I'm sorry, man. I gotta stick with Street Fighter.
I'm with you, dude. I'm be on Street Fighter like crazy too, bro. Don't feel bad.
I gotta get my Ryu back. Get top fighting stage.
Street Fighter is where it's at, bro.
Oh yeah, dude. Street Fighter's the best fighting game on PS4, and it's exclusive with PS4. Actually, never mind. It's not exclusive. It's also on PC.
Even that, man. I will go out on a limb and be honest and say that I think the best fucking purchasing decision Steve has ever made in his goddamn life was Street Fighter 5. You know why? Because Steve has played Street Fighter 5 more than every other game he's ever played in his goddamn life, dog. So that in itself warrants that was the best money you ever spent. The amount of time you got out of Street Fighter, and still will. It ain't like you're gonna stop playing it. It's ridiculous, dude.
It's the best fighting game ever.
Compared to, how often do you play MKX?
I don't really play it at all.
Injustice 2?
Never.
Dragon Ball Z? Like, Soul
Nope.
Calibur?
Not even Soul Calibur. I don't even play Soul Calibur anymore.
Like,
I don't know, man. I just love Street Fighter.
me too, dude. Like, I played Street Fighter, dude, more than any other fighting game I ever played in my life. And that's coming from somebody who didn't even play Street Fighter, dude. Never really played Street Fighter. And I played the fuck out of Street Fighter 5, dude. And still will, dude. Like, it ain't going nowhere until they release like a Street Fighter 6, dude. Like I said, that'll always be my go-to fighting game. I might dib and dabble with other fighting games, but no. That is the one fighting game anybody who minimally likes fighting games should buy. Like, there's no doubt about it.
Dude, Street Fighter 5 is the best fighting game on PS4. And it's also on PC, which sucks because it'd be nice to have exclusive PlayStation.
Yeah, tell me about it, dude. I don't like playing guys on PC. Because we're on the same playing field. Because most people that play on PC play on fight sticks. You're not gonna find too many PC players that play fighting games on controllers. They just don't. There's a lot of fighting game players on controllers. I'm saying they're not on PC. It's just because for a long time, like, you only can play your fighting games with a fight stick on PC. And then you got controller support and shit later. So a lot of those, not all of them, but most of the motherfuckers I ever go up against on Street Fighter, yeah, on PC, yeah, they're fight stick guys too. And you can tell.
Hey, did you buy a fight stick, bro?
Yep. You said what now? Oh no, you're not. Hell no, dude. Far from it. Like you said, people have won tournaments, dude, on the gamepad. But what I'm saying though is, like, if you're fighting a guy, like, let's say you fight 10 guys and they're on fight sticks, and 10 guys are on a controller. Most of the guys you're fighting on the fight sticks actually know how to fight, or they wouldn't even have a fight stick. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. You could find some people who could play the shit out of pad, but most people, if they're playing pad, they could be really good at the fighting game, but most of the time, they're not super into fighting games. As opposed to if a guy buys a fucking fight stick, dude, he's serious. Yeah, like that motherfucker's serious. He wouldn't even have bought one unless he's at a certain level where he feels like he can perform on one. He would never even have bought one. You know what I mean? With a
Yeah.
controller, he's got that anyways. That comes with his goddamn system. I mean, shit. And I'm not saying everybody who has a fight stick is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying by the numbers. Most of the people who have fight sticks, most. There's some people who buy one and just suck. But most of the people, dude, yeah, they're not fucking around, dude. They really play. Yeah, but the last Street Fighter 5 champion, he played on pad. He played Bison on pad, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. It was awesome. He was awesome, dude.
Bison was your character, then you got a
Dude,
Kuma.
I can't play Bison half as good as him on a stick. You don't even want to see me with Bison on the pad. I'll probably get fucking KO'd perfect. That me getting KO'd, not me getting the KO. Like me getting fucked up, dog. I'm horrible with Bison on my PlayStation controller. Time to break out my old Mortal Kombat stick for the new game, dog. That motherfucker probably dusty as hell. I'm gonna use it. Dude, I ain't used that stick since MK9. I don't even know if that motherfucker still works. Okay. I didn't even use it for MKX because there was no way to use it at that time. I hope that motherfucker works, dog.
Viral contamination containers destroyed.
What'd you say? PC dust? Oh yeah, true. I hope that motherfucker works, man. Damn sure we'll find out. I'm gonna send y'all videos of me getting destroyed on MK11. Dude, I'm not even touching online until I'm in that fucking training room, bro. Dude, I'm gonna be on that bitch, bro. Shao Kahn like a motherfucker. Give me 1 hour with Shao Kahn, dog. I'll be online. No, dude. I'm telling you, even if he's trash, dude. If I go to another character, I mean, you know, I might play a secondary character, but if I'm maining anybody else besides Shao Kahn, y'all better be talking shit, okay? Y'all better be like, how come you not playing Shao Kahn, man? I'm telling you right now, dude, I don't give a fuck if he has one move, dog. That's my dude. Dude, I called that shit on Injustice 2, man, before the game came out. I said, this dark side motherfucker, that's who I'm rolling with when the game comes out. He was a pre-order bonus as well. I said, I don't care if he sucks or not. And that motherfucker turned out to be goddamn beast. Maybe Shao Kahn won't be so lucky. I'll be uppercutting the shit out of everybody. I'm gonna be a grabbing, uppercutting bastard, dude. I'll tell you right now.
Look for the goddamn blue.
Eliminated.
Was that the biohazard team leader?
Yeah, he should have the shadow charge. He should have the hammer throw. And maybe like if you give him a shadow uppercut too, fucking for the hell of it. Take that from Johnny. And I'll be happy with those. I'll be happy with those 3 moves, dude. Dude, now that I think about it, dude, I've been playing evil characters for a long fucking time, dude. Dude, cause even when I fucking
Destroyed and biohazard team neutralized.
even when I played Injustice before Zod, I was playing the evil version of Superman. Wow. Like I totally hated Superman until he was evil. Then I loved him. I played Ermac and MK9. Yeah, pretty much, man.
Laser eyes.
I would cheer if
man.
Superman killed Lois Lane.
That was he.
No, I mean
It was an
intentionally.
accident, but he killed her.
No, I mean like if he had tested this, like get over here, bitch, and snapped her neck, then I would cheer. And I would say, this dude's a goddamn boss. Like if he just came home on some Ike Turner shit, like what you say about my powers, bitch, and then just smacked her. Then he just grabbed her, snapped her.
Agent,
That would be
it's time to
beast,
take on
man.
Black Tusk's title-based FOB. It's not gonna be easy, but I'll be here to help you out.
Shocks
Godspeed
like
and
that's
good
so
luck.
fucked up, dude. I think that's what makes a beast. That Far Cry 5 ending was the most ultimate ending of all time. But that Far Cry New Dawn ending was the worst fucking ending Far Cry ever made. And it had zero to do with the bitch taking credit and everything to do with it just being a bad ending. I just felt like Joseph C was a great character, man. He really was. Like dude, I really liked him as a character. I think they did a good job with him. I think they did a good job with the whole fucking aspect of like that mass religion type shit. And they just totally
Agent,
fucked it up in
we
New
got
Dawn, dude. Like
specializations
they gave him
available
a
if you wanna
limited
check them out.
robe. Then it was a stupid ass robe, dude. It was like
Agent
dumb.
in need of backup.
And then your options are shoot him, and he dies, nothing happens, he just dies. Or don't shoot him and he screams there for a little while and that's it. That's all the Joseph C, dude. It's just like I don't know, dude. They could have did so much more with that. They wasted it, bro. Yeah. They had so much more there, dude. I don't know.
Hey, over here.
Yeah, Dad. All right. Get in there, Lois.
Yeah, it might be true. That's true.
I've got what you want, Agent.
Yeah. And New Dawn, I didn't know that.
Pleasure to see you.
Oh, that is the guy for the first game. Okay, I didn't make it that far.
Glad we got that settled.
Damn. Yep. Man, you beasted, man. That's true.
This'll never do. Let me get Agent. Come over here, Agent.
Damn. You still gotta play that monster of a fucking game, dude. Yeah, that shit is monster. That's whack.
I've got the biggest inventory in DC.
Damn.
Fill up my inventory. I'm happy to have made a deal.
Yeah. Time is it?